Hi there, this is Pamela with For Stitches and Giggles, and this is our third in a series of tutorial videos for beginner cross stitches. We're working with our bestseller, Lose My Mind pattern. We've already covered so far how to get your fabric, find your center using the hoop, as well as threading and making your first stitch. One thing that I really like to do that makes it a lot easier for me as I'm stitching rather than stare at the pattern and then stare at my fabric is I like to fold my pattern so that I can see it. And then you can take a potato chip clip or a clothespin and then I simply clip it right up here so that way I'm not having to constantly be looking in a different direction. And then you can always move it around as you're stitching. My second tip is when you're doing your stitches, it doesn't really matter which direction you decide to go, but for a more consistent look, it's best to always go in the same direction. For example, if you're always making your first part of your cross stitch going from bottom left to top right, and then from bottom right to top left, then you want to do every single stitch that way. Finally, if you're trying to change your thread, or if you get to the end of your floss and you need to put a new piece on, we're going to show you how to finish on the back. You see these little slots where you've made your stitches before, and you're going to run your needle through. I always put my finger on the front just to make sure that I don't go all the way through so this isn't showing on the front fabric. And then I pull my needle through, and then I always do it twice just to make sure that where you're finishing it off, it stays nice and taut. And that's all the tips and tricks for now. Thank you so much for watching and happy stitching.